What's going on, everybody? This is Life.
What it do, y'all? It's your boy Swello.
And this is Adrian.
And this is Just Do the Damn Thing podcast.
What's going on, guys? Thank you for tapping in for another episode of Just Do the Damn Thing podcast. Are we going to do a product of the week? Knock that out real quick.
I guess we can show it. Okay, this is the product of the week. This is the last week I'm going to do this one. It's just the Keep Pushing sweatshirt. So you can go to theomgbrand.com, click on the store, and do the damn thing. Yes, sir. It's cold outside.
Yes, sir. All right, guys. So thank you for sticking around with us. We're going to do another episode of Just Do the Damn Thing podcast. Today's episode is a little interesting. I really like this one when Adrian suggested it. And we'll start off with Adrian. But the question is, if money was not an issue, what would be your dream career? Adrian?
All right. So this one's hard for me because
you're already doing your dream career.
Yes and no.
Okay.
So I have to say, first of all, if in a perfect world I had this ability, then it would be singing. Okay. If I can't sing that well.
Okay. So you said if you were good at singing, that'd be your dream career.
But I wouldn't want to be like okay good. Like, you know, some singers, I'm not gonna name no names, are just like, they cool. Yeah. They get by.
Right.
No, I want to be like, I can, like, people will be like, that girl can sing her ass off. I want to be like that.
Sing.
Like, I want to be able to sing. Yeah.
Not sing.
Yeah. Not backup singers. Like, sing.
Okay.
Which, no knock to backup singers. But if I had that ability, that would be what I would do. Like, I'd pursue that 110%. Shout out to those singers that are amazing and can sing and that are grinding to try to make their dreams come true. B-Town has some amazing singers. Ite can blow.
Ite Garcia, she's crazy.
Who we did last week? What's her name?
Stephanie
Soul.
Really
she can
good.
sing. She has a really good voice.
She really can sing. I forgot that girl. She plays guitar. What's her name? She did a show with us a couple years ago.
The one with the dreadlocks?
Yes. You know what I'm talking about?
I know who you are. I just can't remember the name right now. I'm so
really
sorry.
Good singer. So if I could do that, I would.
You're talking about Crimson Sky.
Yes, Crimson Sky. So shout out to all of them. They can sing. They can sing. So that would be my dream if I had that ability, but I do not.
Have you ever thought of developing the ability?
I don't think. Okay, you know, we could have a discussion another day, but I don't feel like. I feel like it's with everything. Some people are blessed with an ability to an extent to do things. Like,
I would agree
like,
with that.
I just feel like some people, like, okay, for example, like Patti LaBelle or Gladys Knight, like, they're born with that ability. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, you can go to see, you know, take, you know, training and stuff like that and develop and make your voice stronger. But there's always like a core that you already. I would want to have been born with the natural
core,
talent,
like you said,
and build that up versus, because I feel like that's the okay singers. The okay singers are the ones that they have a pretty good voice and they can go and train and make it stronger to be pretty good. But I want to be great. Like, I want to be
when you're already born with that foundation, and then you do the training, it's like you're saying it takes you to a whole nother level.
Yes, that's how I feel like.
Which I do agree with that, but I wonder if there are any like singers out there who we think are phenomenal, but weren't necessarily born with that gift.
Well, let me know, because if that's the case, maybe that'll spark that.
Right, maybe you got some hope.
That, and then you can come back to me after, but let me just get these out the way, I guess. The other
you got a couple of them.
I got a couple of them.
Okay.
Dancer,
as long as we
like a hip hop dancer. Like, and that one is not a born ability. That one you could develop and you know, practice and be better. I'm not that. I'm okay dancing. I don't even know if I'm okay. I can keep rhythm. So whatever you want to define that as. But just to be able to even do both would be amazing. Just to be an artist in general.
What's interesting about that is you don't think that dancing is like singing, where
I do think that. I think there's people who are born natural talented to sing, but I feel like dancing is more like muscle memory as well. You know what I mean? Where, you know, you could train your body your muscles to do something it didn't do. I don't feel like your voice is the same way. That's just me.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like I feel like
I would agree with that kind of.
I
yeah.
think I think I'm a little bit different because I actually do dance, and I've been dancing since I was a kid. So like you definitely are not. You have to have some good actual talent. I mean, the muscle memory won't bring you along to allow you to be like great unless because some people just don't have rhythm. It's just what it is.
No, I agree with that. That's what I'm saying. But I feel like if I had to equate the two. I'm saying there's people who are like they started singing when they were 4 or 5, and I'm just like that must have been they were born with it. Like I'm sure they weren't taking them vocal training when they were like 3 years old.
Right.
It was something they were born with. Whereas like dancing, I feel like yes, you do need at least, but I mean you could teach somebody rhythm, you could teach somebody beat, you could teach somebody, and like I said, muscle memory. Just like you're not necessarily born a trained runner. But you can train your body, your muscles to run. You know what I mean? Like, or whatever. Just like, I feel like dancing's the same way in that sense, is that your muscles can be trained to do that thing. I don't feel like your voice, I feel like your voice can be trained to be better.
I think the difference with what you're saying, I know we're going a little off topic here, but just to round this out, is what you're saying is that with the voice, there's more to it than just the body, just muscles moving.
Yes.
Okay, and then that's why you're saying dancing would be a little easier than singing.
Yes, which not to knock dancers because it's difficult.
Which to that statement, I would agree, but of course, to be a really good dancer, you have to naturally just have rhythm.
Oh no, I agree. I agree.
Yeah. Yep. Any more dream careers?
Last one.
Okay, real quick.
Okay, all right. So with the ability I have now, if it would just be without money, would be be an organizer. To be honest. Be a person that like the home edit. If you ever watched on Netflix, you need to watch it. They organize people's homes for them, so they go through and not necessarily clean. I don't really like that part as much, but to go through and label and organize and categorize.
So you want to get paid to organize people's houses? Oh, I see. I think I'd never heard of that show, but I have heard of that being like a thing on like YouTube and social media and stuff.
Yeah,
which I find crazy because I'm very detail oriented and I organize my stuff already. I don't see a need for me to bring somebody else in, but I guess some people do. I'm in the minority. Oh,
yes,
okay.
Yes, very much so.
And I thought the same way you thought because I'm just like Joel will tell you. I'm very much so like. Everything, a place for everything in its place, label, like I don't label as much as I should, but that's only because I don't have a labeler. Wink, wink. Hint, hint. Christmas coming up. But I'm very much so like this container is for these items or this. I'm very much so that stack them this way.
Right.
I'm very much that way. So I'm thinking just how everybody thinks, and I learned that by going into those people's houses and be like, oh, never mind, or. Going into other people's classrooms because my classroom is extremely organized. Like all my cabinets, the drawers are for specific items. All my binders are labeled on the spines with what's in that binder with tabs on the inside and what's And then I go into people's classrooms and there's stacks of paper just on top of each other.
Yeah.
I'm just like
no, that's not me. I'm more like you. I got to keep everything organized and like I said with the spines facing out and. Everything lined up as it should be. Yeah, that's crazy though that there is like a niche field and a career for that for people. Yeah. And so I'm assuming that they don't make a lot of money then, right? Because that's what you're saying. If money wasn't an issue. Yeah.
Well, I don't know. I guess it depends on how good you are. Like the show I'm talking about, the home edit, they have a whole line at the Container Store of products that's for their brand. So you can, and it depends on how much you charge per hour, if you charge to go get the merchandise.
I mean, I think it's pretty much just like with any other business, the marketing is what
just marketing
and how much you charge.
So you have to reach your audience because there's several people that I know that when I go into their office and they're like, man, I wish I could organize my office, but they just like either don't have the time, don't really know how.
That's true.
There's a lot of those people out there.
That's true. Yeah, so then at that point it'd be a matter of marketing and like going to like the richer side of town and like putting posts up everywhere. You know what I mean?
Joe's mentioned it several times. You should do that as your side hustle. He always brings me up to people when he goes does people's office or computers.
My wife will clean all this shit up.
That's exactly.
He says that. He says you should get my wife here to organize for you. And so I don't know. I fear again.
You don't need that shit. Get it out of here.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Okay, that's very interesting though. There's a whole Netflix
the last
thing.
One. Yes.
That's funny though. There's a whole Netflix thing about it.
Yes, watch
Okay.
watch
Yeah,
it.
watch
Oh, and there's another show, Mari Kato, or I can't remember her name is. It's an Asian lady, and she does it.
Okay.
So organize with her, and she's more about like if it brings you joy, keep it. If not, throw
Oh,
it away.
okay. She's Asian, right?
Yes.
Yeah,
I think it's her name is
that's
Marie
their
Kato.
thing. Yeah, Asians are big on that. Like if it doesn't bring you joy, just throw it away.
So
like, why do you want extra stuff?
Yeah, so she literally makes you hold the item and say, "How do you feel about this? Does it bring you joy?" No.
Mm-hmm.
Well, then it goes in the pile over there. Like, don't think about it twice.
Right.
That's the thing. We hesitate and think and say,
maybe I will need that
I might need this
future.
in the future.
Yeah, I'm not that. I've thrown away stuff and I was like, dang it, why did I throw it?
Me too. I needed candles. I had 12, 15 candles from a video shoot that I did, and my power went out last week.
And you threw
I was
away
like,
those
oh
candles.
my God, I could have used those candles right now. But when I moved, I threw everything away. Like, I don't need
Yeah,
these
when you don't have
candles,
storage
you know?
too, that's when you're
That's
just
funny.
like,
Yeah.
this can go.
Yeah. All right, so let's move on.
What about you, Suela?
Great topic. Yeah, I'll go ahead and go. So if money wasn't an issue, my dream career would probably be a football coach.
Hey,
I did not know that was coming.
I thought that was
No.
coming actually.
Yeah?
I thought it was
Okay.
either gonna be some sort of sports thing or
Uh-huh.
something you already do, which is music. But
Right, I'm gonna say which
yeah.
is music, but I that's still in the pursuit. Like I don't make much money from it now as it is.
Yeah, but this is when it's money ain't a thing right now.
right. No, but so like football coaches don't make a lot of money, especially if you're coaching like in the high school
I was just about to
ranks
ask that,
or
like,
like
where would you
Pee Wee, right? Like junior, like coaching kids. You know what I mean?
And it's all about the
high
kids.
schoolers. Yeah, I wouldn't want to coach maybe college, but not the pros because those are grown men and they got egos and it doesn't go well. Like there's some coaches that thrive in college football because of the environment and the atmosphere, and they don't thrive so much in the NFL because those are grown men that are making millions of dollars. Good luck telling him what to do. You know what I mean? Like there's a lot of ego involved when it comes to coaching these grown millionaire men. But like let's say if I would love to coach high school, but high school coaches make like next to nothing. Like they coach like just because they have free time.
Or their contract. They're a teacher during the day, and then they coach.
Or that, yeah, exactly. But I'm saying like not a teacher. I'm doing my regular job. Then I come after work to go coach. You know what I mean? But it's honestly just with the money. You know what I mean? If money wasn't an issue, I would love to do it. But they don't make much of anything. They get
You ever thought about just doing it after work?
No, because I got things to do after work. I got to go to the gym. I got to go home. I got to get dinner with my wife. Like, I got to spend time with my wife. You know what I mean? Priorities, you know? So my ideal lifestyle would be like working something like a couple hours in the morning, get stuff done, and then go coach football.
Have you ever thought of like trying to go into that route? Like at least start like at a junior high or something, like get credentials to be able to coach at those places?
No, because I know like again it requires a lot of time, dedication, and not a lot of money. Like I said, it all comes down to the money. That's the biggest issue. Like there's no money in it. Like if you want to make money in it, that's when you start coaching college and in the pros.
Well, I think what if you were like because I think I'm not sure, but my wife would know this. Don't PE teachers make just as much as regular teachers do?
Yes.
So you could be a PE teacher.
That's that. I don't want to be a PE teacher. I want to be just a coach.
I know.
You know what I'm saying?
But I'm just saying that's like I get what you're saying.
You know what I'm saying? Because the topic is if money wasn't an issue.
Gotcha.
Right.
Gotcha.
So
I could not be a PE teacher. Bless their hearts. They have 50. Like I have 30, and I complain, but they have 50, 60 kids in their class because it's PE. Everybody has to take it.
Right.
So they just have large classes because everybody takes PE no matter what your level. History, some might not take it, some might. Most do, but 30 in a class. 60, yelling at 60 kids all day? Heck no.
Yeah.
I mean, per class. That's every hour you got 60 kids.
Right.
Yeah, that's a
Anyway,
lot. Yeah.
But yeah. But like I was saying, if to be a football coach, you only work like 2 hours out of the day and you only get like minimum wage. So like there's not a lot of money in it, but I would love to coach football, especially in the high school ranks, just to coach the kids and teach them morals and values. Like that's what's most important to me. I want to give back to the kids and give them some guidance that I didn't have when I was younger. You know what I mean? And I played sports in high school and the coaches sucked. Like there was no like personal relationships with the kids. It was one, they weren't very good at coaching at Golden Valley, and our like sports will show like we have no championships, like it's not major. But the coaches
Naming
sucked
names.
when I was there. I love Golden Valley High School. I love it. The coaches sucked when I was there. Right. So what I'm saying is I want to give back. I want to be that for what I was looking for when I was in high school. You know what I mean? Because I feel like that's lacking. There's no personal relationships. You want to encourage the kids because the kids don't get this from home from their dad or from their parents. You know what I mean? Their parents
Yes, I do know what
work.
you
They
mean.
don't really care. Yeah, exactly. You know, the parents aren't that involved, you know. And my parents weren't involved with my high school activities. So I would love to have some encouragement, a coach, somebody to, you know, stay in there, you know, keep your head up, keep grinding, you know, keep putting in work every day. It's going to be okay. You know what I mean? But rather I just like kind of gave up and like stopped pursuing it because I didn't really have that encouragement. And I wish I had that. So I would love to give that back to the kids. Yeah, you know, but like I said, money is the issue. They only get paid like minimum wage, 2 hours a day, which is like next to nothing. But, you know, and I got my 9 to 5 and that's where I get my money. That's what pays my bills and my mortgage and everything. And then other priorities and just the football doesn't fall in line with my other priorities, you know. So
Okay, gotcha.
I wish I got paid $1 million an hour coaching football, of course. But money is an issue. But it is what it is. I love football. I love the game, and I love teaching the morals and just everything
The
that
discipline and
yeah,
everything.
exactly, with the discipline, the morals, everything that you learn from football, working together as a team. It's the ultimate team sport. They always say that, and I love to give that back to the kids.
So random
dope.
question: if you have a son or a child and they are in, would you coach their team or like?
Yeah, if it's like Pee-wee, like on the weekend, yeah, definitely. You know, if it's a Saturday,
That's a route you'll be able to take.
yeah, definitely, yeah. You know, if it's a Saturday and then get the kids together, go play football, heck yeah,
Okay,
all the way.
I like that.
Yeah,
That's
Joe,
dope.
what would
Yeah.
be your dream career?
So
if
I got-
money wasn't an issue, would be your
I
dream
got
career?
2. So the first one is a kind of obvious one is being in the music realm. But the thing that I would love to do is actually have a studio to where I'm able to teach kids how to engineer music.
Okay.
So teach them how to use all the different equipment, everything, the mics, the condensers, the compressors, and what everything means when it comes to reverb and all that kind of stuff. So like kids that actually want to learn not only music theory, but learning how to actually record music and everything like that. So being able to teach that, and of course doing my own music as well. But that's one of the biggest things I would love to do. Because one of my friends had an idea to do that, and I was like all for it. He was gonna like rent out like a room in one of the buildings that he works out of, to where the kids that are downstairs or in the other area, in the gym area, he would be able to, you know, have that as an after program to that. And I was like, man, that would be dope because there's not really that many places here that do that. And if money wasn't a thing, I would love to do that because there's like a couple places that give out lessons, but there's only like 2. I mean, if you had to go anywhere, if you had to learn, you had to go to like the LA or Fresno or wherever, somewhere totally different. But here, there's not really that many programs for that, and the ones that are there, you know, it's expensive. So you know, it's like thousands of dollars to learn how to do that kind of stuff. And me, I would just I like to teach that type of thing in my own way. So that would be amazing to do.
I could be tripping, but I thought the Boys and Girls Club was gonna start offering that.
The Boys and Girls Club.
Yeah, like that they were gonna offer like studio lessons. You're gonna have like the studio kids go in there. Like,
See,
you know, because they got the basketball and everything else.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
And I could be tripping, but I thought I heard that somewhere.
I'm not positive on that, but I don't think that's happened yet.
Right.
Because there's not like, unless it's just under the radar and the promotion is not there, where
the marketing.
Yeah, the marketing, everything's not there to where everybody's tuning into it. Because if I would have heard about it, I would have been all over trying to be some type of involved in it.
Yeah.
Like even if it's a very small thing, just that type of thing is amazing. Because I love music. I grew up around music. You know, I have piano teachers in my family and all these other things and singers. So it's just one of those things. It's just in my blood to do. So of course, music hands down.
Right, and you said having a studio and like having kids and like,
Yeah, kids, even if it's adults as well. But I know kids are like always the future when it comes to
everything.
everything. So like when it
Yeah.
comes to definitely when it comes to what's going to be the next thing that's going to be popping or popular when it comes to music, they're the ones that dictate what's going to
Yeah.
be popular.
Yep.
So I mean, I would love to be able to steer them in the right direction, or in a direction that may be better for what they're trying to do.
Right.
You know.
Right. Okay.
But yeah,
Okay.
that's one. Number two, I don't know if you guys know this, but I know she probably knows. I love video games.
Okay, we know this.
Yeah. Okay.
Go on.
So I'm a huge, and the crazy thing is like I love video games a lot, and I would love to be able to just be a gamer, like do live streams like I see these people do on YouTube, and go to play enough to be able to do like Street Fighter competitions and go to like Tokyo and do those things, and they have stuff in Atlanta. You know, I'm the type of person that likes to get out. I'm a very people person, so like going to those events like that, even some of the Comic-Cons have those video game things going on, and just being able to tour everywhere and just play video games, especially the ones that I love. So it's like, I mean, I kind of have like a small YouTube channel at the moment where I'm doing streaming, but to be able to do it without any restraints, oh man. Money ain't a thing. I could just sit here and
just all day, gaming,
just
you
game.
know? Yeah, but of course, and that's the tough part. You know, we have priorities. We got bills to pay. We got kids, you got a wife,
house, bills, all the above. Man, but yeah, they're definitely video games, man. That's one of the biggest things besides music. And yeah,
what would be the #1 video game that you would love to play then for a living?
So I can't say just one video game. That's like damn near impossible. But for those that don't know, my favorite video game of all time is Streets of Rage 2. So, but that's just a beat 'em up game that you can beat in like 30 minutes. So, but I don't know. I think it's the nostalgia of it. But for some reason, every single time I go back to it, it feels like the same time as I was a kid, and I beat it like thousands of times. I can't even count.
Yeah.
And then the cool thing about it is they have mods right now where you can play as characters from different video games. So I rebeat it. Like the last time I beat it was using was it Ryu? I think I was using Ryu from Street Fighter. And then another time I was using Balrog from Street Fighter. There's one that you can use Tekken characters, and then I also beat it with Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. so like, it's like that gives it a little bit more replay value for me.
Yeah, it does. Because I know I've tried to play like the old Madden games. You know, I love Madden.
Yeah,
I always played Madden growing up. Then like I tried to play it like a year or two ago, like during like lockdown quarantine. I was like, oh, it's gonna be so dope. You know what I mean? Like all the nostalgia started going through me. Then once I started playing, I was like, these graphics suck. And it like turned me off completely, you know what I mean?
That's funny. I can see how that can happen, but for me it's just like it's funny, I kind of like love the fact that the graphics are so garbage, because it's just like it just gives me the nostalgia of being a kid, and how far we've come from how the graphics are now from where they were back then.
But those graphics look cool with that game. I saw one of your videos on YouTube where you go around and just fight people, like it's like old school, it's like an arcade type,
exactly.
But those graphics look cool. I think they're like, I don't think you can get tired of those. You know what I mean?
Yeah. There's certain games that were back then that had like a cartoon kind of feel, and more like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. That you just beat up a whole bunch of people, and it's the same thing. They had like this comic book type of style where it's just dope. And even the new Streets of Rage 4 has even a more like an anime style, that one's really dope.
I dig it.
So all those are dope. Scott Pilgrim, there's so many of them. And then I also love RPGs. So one of my favorite RPGs is called Legend of Dragoon, which is on PlayStation 1. It's a 4-disc.
What does RPG stand for again?
Role-playing game.
Okay, got it. Okay.
So it's those turn-based games. I mean, there's more than just turn-based now. There's like RPGs is pretty much just a system where people are leveling up, and they get different powers and all this kind of stuff. Like Final Fantasy is one of the most the biggest RPG games out. But the game I like is called Legend of Dragoon, and It's a 4-disc thing. I have 2 copies of that.
Oh,
So
the 4 discs?
of a 4-disc. So I have 8 discs.
Funny.
So, but yeah.
Of the exact same game?
The exact
Why?
same game. I don't know.
Case one city gets scratched. You know
That's
what I mean?
probably what I was
backup.
thinking of
That
at the
is
time.
hilarious.
Because I just love that game is amazing. So if it was one of those games where I can do playthroughs over and over again, that would be one of the games.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
All right. Anything else you want to add to that? I find it fascinating that you are like
The
wanting
organizer?
to get into the music and stuff. Wants to be a singer, a
See,
dancer.
I already knew that.
But like, you're not like you don't do any other like music stuff. So I'm like,
because I don't feel like I'm talented for it. So
Oh.
I just don't put my.
See,
And he gives me the speech.
I'm
He's got the
I'm about to give you a speech
speech
right
insert
now. Okay, here we go, babe. You can't get good unless you practice,
Yeah,
babe. That's just
unless
one of
you
those
try.
things.
Unless
Unless
you
you
just hop
try,
into
you
it and
never
do it.
actually
Again,
I didn't know I
feel
was
like-
good at rapping until I just started doing it.
I
I
don't feel
was
like I have that
trash
natural
at
talent
it.
to start with, so I don't. There's nothing to develop. So there.
But there's well, I mean, it's
You can't develop something.
It
I'll
is
tell you that
it is
much.
mind over matter because like in the beginning I didn't think I had the talent to do, even though like so many like my cousin Sean can sing his ass off and all the people in my family have music abilities. I didn't think I had those music abilities.
Yeah, me either.
The only reason why I started to realize I did is when I took piano, but that doesn't mean I could rap or write or anything like that.
You just got to do it.
You just got to do it because in the beginning,
do the damn thing.
yeah, exactly. In the beginning, when I very first started rapping, I was trash.
Yeah, me too. I was like
kinds
super
of
off
boo-boo.
beat.
Off
Like,
beat, rapping too fast, rapping
Yeah.
too slow.
couldn't catch my breath.
Man,
That was my
just
number
in
one
there.
problem. I just try to keep going as much as I could in the middle of a bar.
Man.
Like,
Well, I'm surprised neither one of you guys chose that.
Well, I kind of did, but not necessarily.
You
Yeah.
didn't say rapper. I was waiting for both of you guys to say that.
no.
Well, I mean-
because I think it's a given. I wanted to go like outside.
Yeah,
of that.
that's
That's
kinda-
why I
You
felt
know
about
what
being a teacher because
Yeah.
for me it would be I would stay being a teacher, but in perfect Disneyland world, these kids would be respectful.
That's what I said. But
and
you got some good
understand.
kids. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
this is actually my dream career, but not under these circumstances.
Yeah.
So like you said, I wanted to choose outside of that, but I was waiting for a rapper.
Yeah, because technically,
or music.
for me, technically, it's being in the realm of music. Period.
I
I
get you.
wanted to be a singer too. I'm not a great singer.
But you
at
should know what
all.
you're telling me.
But
anyway,
I try though. You've seen me try
Yeah,
to
he
sing
does.
on stuff.
He does. I've heard
So
it.
I think
exactly,
that-
Which isn't too bad.
Which isn't like terrible, but
Yeah, it's
I
not
I
that-
know
way
I
better
can
than
get.
me. I can't sing for nothing.
But I know that the more I practice, the better I get. And just like some of my bass voice that I can do, you always tell me that sometimes I'm good in that area. So I try to stay within that realm and try to practice that.
Yep.
So it's just one of those things you just practice. Like I thought I was trash at rapping, but as you see me now, I'm way better than I was. I was in a rock band.
well, thank you guys for the confidence.
But anyway,
We're
we've
just
gone-
saying, do the damn thing.
Just do the damn thing.
Oh.
That's the podcast.
But we're gonna go ahead and move on. But let us know. Do you guys have a dream career that you would love to
I'm
pursue?
sure everybody does.
If money was not an issue. Yeah, I agree with that. I'm sure we would all love to do this thing, but there's no money in it, or you don't have time for it. You know what I mean? So
Or it just doesn't make sense financially for you at
yeah,
all.
exactly.
Or
you know?
some people just don't think that they can do it. Like just like where she was
So
saying.
let us know, guys.
Yeah.
Drop a comment
Just drop a comment down below. What do
And
you want to do?
What do you want to do if money was not an issue?
Yes, sir.
So what are we doing next? We're gonna go ahead and hop into Today I Learned.
I think that's what we should do.
All right, guys, it's about that time. Drum roll.
Let's learn something.
Let's learn something today. Adrian, go ahead and take the first one.
All right. Today I learned a park ranger sat down in his office on Rinica Island and was attacked by a Komodo dragon. What? Hiding under his desk. The cleaner had left the door open the night before. The smell of blood attracted more dragons outside. The ranger was taken to the hospital and survived, but he has nightmares.
I would have nightmares too.
Man.
Imagine a pack of
Big ass Komodo dragons.
Komodo dragons.
And just one under your desk randomly.
No, you just sitting down. You about to get the day started. You know
crack
what I
my
mean? Then you
knuckles.
feel like, hello, Komodo dragon going for your crotch.
Goodness.
Man.
That's too bad. That's too bad.
Oh no! Well, I'm
feel
glad he
sorry for
survived.
him. Yeah.
You know, just get some therapy, my man. Help you out with them nightmares. But that's awful. That's awful. I'll go ahead and take the next one. What do we got? Today I learned that there were plans to have Hugh Jackman's Wolverine cameo in the original Spider-Man film. Once he was available to film, nobody could find his costume, so they canceled it. I call
Cap.
cap on this.
Exactly.
Thank you. You did exactly what I was gonna cap, bruh. Because you couldn't find one cop, you didn't have 2, 3 backups. You couldn't run, and you couldn't send Joe down to the store real quick.
If it was that important, somebody would have found that costume.
Yeah, somebody would have found a costume
Or
some
made
way,
it.
somehow.
Or
Made
made
one
a
from
random
scratch.
scrap.
Made one
a
from
random
scratch.
one, just a jacket. And
Yep.
Especially because it's just
it's just a cameo. It doesn't need to be in a Wolverine suit.
I'm saying, you didn't have to be a Wolverine, so give him a leather jacket, right? Leather
And the
jacket,
hair
jeans.
and the claw.
Yeah,
What more
that's
do you
all you need. You got Wolverine.
I mean, didn't one Wolverine?
You
he
couldn't
just
find a
had-
wife beater?
That's what I was going to say. Didn't one of them
tank
have
top?
jeans
Tank
and a
top?
wife beater
Man.
on? So you can't find that. That's at Walmart. I could have found that for you.
I know. Send Joe to the store real quick. Hey, Joe, go pick us up a white tank top and blue jeans. Hold on, Hugh. We got you.
Man.
All right.
That's
Get
cap.
somebody jealous hell out real quick.
That's cap. Joe?
All right. Today I learned in 2001, 2 Japan Airlines aircraft carrying a total of 677 people were sent on a collision course by a trainee controller and his supervisor. The 2 planes only took evasive action after visually spotting each other, narrowly avoiding collision by 135 meters, which is 443 feet.
Wow.
That is crazy. They were sent on a collision course?
Yeah, like
So they both took off at the same time, opposite directions.
But
same course.
but he's saying that it was on purpose.
yeah, like their supervisor literally sent them to crash into each other.
Yeah. Why? Was like one of them, what I'm thinking is one of them was like a training thing and the other one was like an actual flight.
Were they trying to see if they could actually avoid crashing into
With
something?
playing with 677
I would
people's
be
lives?
so mad. Like, I didn't, that's not
That's
on
a
my ticket.
lawsuit right
That's
there.
not on my ticket. It don't say
Yeah.
collision course.
Training.
Test dummy.
Man,
That
I
is
need a refund.
awful.
make sure you keep everybody safe.
135 meters is not a lot by any means. That's like a little less than a football field and a half. With 2 big ass airplanes, how fast do they go? 200, 300
They go
miles
fast
an
as
hour?
hell.
You know what I mean?
Man,
Hell
they close
no.
that gap in seconds.
By visually, you know what I mean? Because they got radars and whatever, you know what I mean? And you could like get out the way, but
And then
to
the
see
pilot's
it?
like,
That's crazy.
Now,
"You see
hold
that
on.
plane out there?"
Is that a plane?
Oh, no. I bet everybody on there got PTSD.
Oh
Man,
my goodness,
I
that
would.
is so terrible.
That's
Japan
crazy.
Airlines, you should be ashamed of yourselves. Adrian?
Today I learned some people can smell ants and ant colonies, and they say they have a unique smell.
I literally just saw this on my timeline yesterday or today. Somebody on Facebook was like, yo, I'm tripped that like, he was like reposted of somebody saying like, what do you guys mean you can't smell ants? I'm like, what? Smell ants? It's a thing. Like there's a small population
I
of people.
assume that they smell like something because most things smell
Right,
like
but they're so small. Like,
yeah.
but apparently people can smell them. Like, that is insane.
You don't
That's
smell
some
that ant colony
X-Men
coming?
ability
What's your
Ant-
superpower?
Ant
I can
man.
smell
ants.
ants a mile away.
Goodness.
Oh my god.
Oh,
That's
he's
the
never
worst.
landed in an anthill before.
That's
Real. I wonder what they smell like. A unique smell. Does that mean they stink or like it's just
This is
unique?
It's just a unique
Kind of like
smell.
when you go to, get a candle, you're like,
Right. It just smells.
You just-
It has a
has a
smell.
You're trying to figure out like what I don't know what I think about this.
Right. Or when I blow the candle out and I'm expecting it to smell like what it's supposed to smell like, and it just smells like smoke. And I'm like, I'm disappointed.
Yeah.
But yeah, ants.
Hmm.
Let's move on. Today I learned seagrass accounts for 10% of the ocean's capacity to store carbon, so-called blue carbon, despite occupying only 0.2% of the seafloor, and it can capture carbon from the atmosphere up to 35 times faster than tropical rainforest.
I've heard that.
Somebody explain this to me because I don't know what I just read.
So basically, seagrass is only
Science.
10%. Is only 0.2% of what's on the floor of the ocean,
Okay.
but it makes up 10% of the carbon in the ocean.
The capacity to store carbon.
Yeah,
Oh, interesting.
and it can take from the atmosphere
Uh-huh.
35 times faster than rainforests, which you think because rainforests are above ground and have direct
Right.
access to carbon,
Uh-huh.
whereas seagrass does not. but it can do it 30 times faster.
Okay, now my mind is being blown.
Yeah.
All right. 35 times faster than a rainforest, and it's only 0.2% of the ocean. That is so crazy. Well, we should grow seagrass out on land, or probably won't grow, right? Because it's seagrass.
Yeah,
Do
exactly.
we need carbon like that?
What is carbon? Like where it comes from? Like everywhere, right? Like how can you stop carbon?
True.
Don't we breathe out carbon?
Yes,
yeah,
like we breathe in oxygen.
Erase the human race, and you get rid of carbon. Just kidding. That's awful. But
I think that's it.
was that it for the Today I Learned?
Yes, it
Yeah,
is.
that's it for Today I Learned, guys. Let us know. Did you learn anything new today? Did you know that ants had a smell? Can you smell ants?
What do you think they smell like if you can't?
Yeah, if you can, let us know what they smell like.
Man, somebody call us.
That is crazy. Final segment of the show, guys. We're gonna go ahead and hop into the creative of the week.
Yes, sir, which is one of my favorite parts of this because I love to highlight creatives in our town called Bakersfield, California. So my friend here that we are going to highlight, his name is Jason Sutton. He also goes by Jace. He is an amazing artist. He has a music video out called Sucker. I think it was out last year. So we're gonna highlight his music video. I want y'all to tell me if he did the damn thing, right?
Jace, was he he's a personal trainer?
Yes, R12 Fitness.
R12 Fitness with my homeboy Dante. Shout out Dante. Yeah, I heard of Jace through Dante. They had the R12 Fitness, but I think they kind of broke off, went their own way. But all right, yeah, I know.
He's an
who
amazing
Jace is.
personal trainer. He can sing, he can rap. He does his own recording, I think.
Okay.
He's all around talented dude.
Okay.
So
right.
let's do the damn
let's
thing.
Let's hop into it. I don't think I've seen this one yet. I've seen some of his other stuff, but I don't think I've seen this.
It's everything that you do. Here it is, it's all a rap. Gave my love, won't show that tight again. No more sucky shit. I'm in my dough, my bag. At least my dog chasing mail, no longer chasing cats. I feel my fan to give a damn if it's not about that cash. No more lost time, no more blind, no more sucky shit. Can't play a nigga no more like a sucker. Can't play a nigga no more like a sucker. Can't play a nigga no more like a sucker. Can't play a nigga no more. No. Calling quits. I seen the clues. Shoulda knew that it would come to this. Won't play the blues. I pay my dues. You already know what time it is. Up in my bag. I'm in my lane. I really gotta go do me. No more sucker shit. Right, it's official, don't follow me. Ayy, lose my number, don't be calling me. Gotta reconnect with the enemy. I gotta move on, it's the energy. Yeah, you got it, you're so damn toxic. Gotta leave it alone with them bones in your closet. Gave you everything you really wanted, always take you back. This time I ain't breaking my promise. Thought you were the one for me. Now I'm sipping 40s, healing and chilling with the homies. 6 years in, you don't even know me. Gonna be a long, long time before I love again, before I trust again. Tell me where it ends. Gonna be a long time. Here it is, it's all a rap. Gave my love, won't show that tight again. No more sucky shit. I'm in my dough, my bag. At least my dog chasing mail, no longer chasing cats. I feel my fan to give a damn if it's not about that cash. No more lost time, no more blind, no more sucker shit. Can't play a nigga no more like a sucker. Can't play a nigga no more like a sucker. Can't play a nigga no more like a sucker. Can't play a nigga no more. No. Gotta hide these feelings from you and tuck my heart away. Gave you all that I had and spent so many days. Where the time go, cause so much pain, but you don't mind. thinking about the bedroom, how I used to kiss her, sending chills down your spine. Oh yeah, yeah, I freaked you right, I did. No matter where you go, who you with, you remember me. You know you'll miss it too, but it's nothing but memories. It's gonna be hard to trust again, thanks to you. You play me like a sucker, thanks to you. You play me like a sucker.
All right,
All
guys.
right,
Did you guys
welcome
enjoy
back.
that?
I enjoyed it. I will do one critique, and I think we all kind of did the same critique. Is there's a little bit too much auto tune that we heard in there. I love it when it was rapping
When it was
though.
rapping,
When it was
just going,
rapping,
it
just
sounded
going, it
smooth.
sounded really smooth. The beat's really smooth.
Yeah.
It's mixed very well, and the video is actually fairly good too. I like the video as well. So
Yes, sir.
overall, you still did good. There's just certain elements that I would probably change, but other than that, Jace, he did the damn thing to me. Did he do the damn thing to y'all? Let us know down in the comments down below.
Yes, yes. So we can't end this episode without reminding you guys that we're gonna do a YouTube giveaway. We're celebrating getting 100 subscribers. So we're gonna make a post. We're gonna invite all of our subscribers to participate, and it's not too late. If you wanna be a part of this giveaway, subscribe to us. Subscribe to us. Drop a comment. Let us know that you subscribed. We're gonna make a post on YouTube, Instagram. Share it everywhere. We're gonna announce the raffle winner on YouTube. So if you want to win, comment on the post. Let us know that you subscribed. Make sure you do subscribe. We're going to run through the list. We're going to do a raffle. Whoever wins, we're going to announce next week here on Just Do the Damn Thing podcast. So
Yes, sir.
make sure you subscribe. You don't want to miss out on this raffle. A lot of cool OMG gear. Might throw some personal care stuff in there for you guys. So don't miss out on it. Subscribe, holler at us, drop a comment, come talk to us. We're here all day long. So we'll go ahead and wrap it up, guys. And
Yes, sir.
anything else you guys want to say before we close it out?
All I gotta say is much love.
Much love. Appreciate you guys stopping by. We'll see you next week.
OMG, where we keep going cause the party don't stop. We turn up, doing our thing, just living our lives, and we don't stop. Open mind group so you know we won't flop. We